Hello, hello, hello. I need to have a look what day it is. It's the 23rd of December, and I just wanted to do a quick live before Christmas because it's been a while before I've done one. Wow, thank you. We've got a lot of people joining us already, and I'm going to have a look in a minute through the comments and see where you're all joining us from. So please do put in the comments where you're joining us from. And Elizabeth and Shauna, yes, what a gorgeous kitty. That kitty in the picture is my gorgeous Idris the Wonder Cat. In one of the other ones we've had this week, we've had Pumpkin. So you will be seeing the pictures of all my animals making an appearance over the next few months, that's for sure. How is everyone doing? Let's just have a little look at the messages. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for joining us again. Boatman, we've got Sandy, Julie, Patrick. Yeah, lovely to see some really familiar faces. Do you know, this has been really, really lovely to have such a familiar feel to everything over this year. I really feel like I'm getting to know so many of you. Hi, Beth. Really hi. Lovely to you and your four-legged family as well. You've got a very special four-legged friend, I know, Beth. So sending love to you both. So yeah, so lovely to see everyone. It's been a long while. It's been very busy my end with all sorts of things, with work, with animals, with family, with various other things going on. So that's why I haven't done a live for a while, but it's really delightful to be back on with you all before Christmas. Let me know in the comments, how is everyone feeling? We've got Illinois, we've got Canada, we've got Dusseldorf, we've got South Africa, Somerset, Texas, all over. Wow. I mean, we've got a whole range of time zones joining us now. I hope that everyone is doing okay. I hope you're doing more than okay. I hope that, you know, this year, what a roller coaster it's been for a lot of people, but we've chosen to be here for a reason. So let's try and enjoy the ride as much as we can. I'm sort of in that sort of have a nice day, fake smile mode, you know, in terms of what's going on. I think most of the people on here are just ignoring what's going on the outside side of things, and hopefully just concentrating what's going on the inside with themselves. So how are you all feeling? Let me know in the comments how you're all feeling. No, Julie, I don't have my wine with me. I've got my CDS water with me today. I'm recovering from I haven't been that great this week. I haven't been very well at all this week. I think it's just, you know, tiredness catching up on me. Had a lot of nursing my old horse to do and things. So I've just been rejuvenating myself with lots of my vitamins, minerals, green shake, CDS water, and really listening after myself. Contrary to further belief, I don't sit there with a glass of wine constantly, and actually it's been really nice. Haven't missed it at all. Not, you know, not needing that at all at the moment, although I'm sure at some stage over the festivities then the bottle will be caught. Lots of people from all over the world, thank you so much. So how are you all feeling? This probably sums it up. Alex, this year felt like 10 years compressed into one. I think lots of people are there with you, Alex. I really do. Oh wow, Bali, that's really interesting. California. So Animal Kingdom are generally doing very well, thank you. My horses are quite understandably missing their friends, so that's something I will be looking into in the new year. What we're going to do with their little herd, and you know how they're coping with that and everything. So I've been spending some extra time with them to obviously for us all to go through our grieving process together for dear Billy, who left us a couple of weeks ago now, or nearly a couple of weeks ago. Oh, how lovely. Some exciting news from Deborah, oldest daughter, just married. How brilliant. Well, you had a lovely time. Fantastic. Yeah, so really good. Looks like lots of people are doing really well. We've got a few people that are snowed in. there's lots of people that are in sunny countries that seem to wish for white Christmases, and people who have white Christmases would like the sun. Isn't that just typical of the human spirit, where, you know, we tend to want a lot of stuff that we haven't got? And that's one of my lessons that I've learned this year, is to really be appreciative of what we've got. You know, stop wanting more news, wanting things to happen quicker, wanting something to happen with the financial system, wanting Mr. T to come back in. Just to stop and just be grateful for what we have got and everything. Because I've just done a really, really fun round table with the gorgeous Bryce, Shanti, from Aquarius Rising, for Stephanie as well, and Mornay from Aquarius Rising. We were having a fun time looking at the history of Christmas, and also some of the planetary significances as well. And I just think it's just so important to realise that we're so lucky, you know, in various stages of history, whether we believe much of our history or not, you know, people have been through a lot worse than this. So I really do think that it's really great for us to all come together as a community, and you guys are just absolutely, you know, superb, such a supportive lot. So I've seen everyone go on the same sort of journey. We've all been on our roller coasters, and isn't it fun to share those with each other? It's really important to share those with each other, because a lot of us haven't necessarily had people with in our immediate you know, locality that we can actually share things with. So that's really, really important. Quite a few people feeling tired and emotionally done. We feel you, Yolanta. I'm never sure about pronouncing foreign names. Lots of people ready for change. Now, isn't this a fantastic time of year, where lots of people take some time over the Christmas break to actually stop and think about where they're going, don't they? Where they're going and what they want. And if there's one thing we've learned a lot of over the last year and a half, then we've learned a lot about what we don't want. So now it's really important to really concentrate on what we do want. And lots of disappointing. So lots of people looking for, like, comment here by A101014. Yeah, people are cancelling, people are tired, they've done enough. But, you know, in terms of December events, I think now's the time for us really to go inwards and really use our own. What do we think is happening? Where do we think things are going? What are you feeling? Because our story's different for all of us. Because I was speaking to David in Australia yesterday, and everyone in Australia, you're all having completely different experiences. In the UK, we're having different experiences. In America, we're having different experiences. So not just within countries or continents, but, you know, where you actually live in your locality, who you're surrounded by, what your attitude is. Our journeys are all very, very individual. So we love listening to a lot of the people that have kept us going over the last year and just made us feel that we're not completely nutters and we're not all alone. But equally, it's really good not to rely on them. And I think, you know, we've learned that lesson a lot the hard way. And it's really important to not let ourselves fall back into the trap of relying on anyone else. Of course, we want our friends. Of course, we want things that we want to happen for, you know, for our own individual growth and moving forward, because we've all got exciting plans that we want to be moving on to. But literally, to really tune in, just like Carl is saying, I learned in recent weeks to love myself. That's such a wonderful message. That's just really wonderful. Carrie, thanks so much for sharing that. That's really, really special. What a gift. My God, what an achievement. What a year you've had. If you've learned that this year, then everything's been worth it for you, because now you've learned that, then everything is going to move forward beautifully in your life, exactly as it's meant to be. And when we say things move forward beautifully, exactly as meant to be, it doesn't mean necessarily that we want that everything has to be great. It just means that everything happens for a purpose. And if something a little bit that we don't perceive as good at the time happens, then I think we all know now that there's always a learning experience for it. How gorgeous that you've planted 17 fruit trees to share with the community. That's a really lovely thing to happen. Yeah, my cats are absolutely amazing. I'm so sorry to hear that, Adriana. It's really, really sad when we lose a friend, a four-legged friend. It's really, really sad, and we all have to go through that grieving process. And we're so lucky to have them in our lives, but it does make it very, very difficult when they pass away. And I hope that you're doing okay without your lovely, lovely cat. So what else has been happening? Yes, I have had some amazing discussions this year. I've really, really loved all the people I've been speaking to this year. Personally, on a personal level, I feel I've grown a lot as a person. I feel I've learned a lot from everyone I've interacted with, even the people that perhaps I won't be interacting with in the future. I have learned a lot from. Sometimes you learn more from those experiences, from the ones where everything's all hunky-dory. But the one thing I've definitely learned is learned and grown a lot. I've got much better at my boundaries. I've got much better at trusting my own intuition. I've got much better at spending time on things and with people that bring me a lot of joy. And anyone who's on this channel knows a lot of that is from spending time with my gorgeous animals and my gorgeous family and my friends. So I hope you've all sort of gone through these learnings processes as well. I think, what else have I done? I've got some really exciting guests coming up next year. Next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of thinking and a lot of planning over Christmas. So I'm very open to all your suggestions of what you would like to hear, sort of round tables about, chats about, guests you'd like. But I have got some good old favorites that will be moving forward with me into the new year, but I've also got some really, really exciting new people coming. Now, I'm not going to do too many spoiler alerts at the moment, but suffice to say that everyone I've got lined up so far already for the new year, and there's quite a few of them, they're all really positive, inspirational people that are going to bring a lot to the table. They're bringing a lot to the table in terms of personal experiences, very open and honest, sharing personal experiences. And they've got a lot of tools in their toolkit that they're very, very happy to share as well. So we have got some really positive people that are going to be coming up and joining me in the new year. And the best way to stay informed with me is on my Telegram channels. Now, Andrea, the amazing Andrea, always is really good at putting links in the chat. But underneath every video, you find my link. I must say, you can't use the Linktree anymore because Linktree have banned me. Can you believe Linktree have banned me? I mean, I've got to laugh because, you know, I've been booted off YouTube. Obviously, we've all had censorship everywhere. And now even bloody Linktree have banned me. So you can't use my Linktree anymore. But so the links are all listed separately. But the main places to find me are my website, catherineedwards.life. There's a newsletter you can subscribe up to. I do not spam people at all. So please do, sign up to that, because that is where, when everything goes tits up, you can still keep in contact with me. But most importantly, you get the offers, and I'm going to come on to that in a minute, and you get to see what I've been up to, share links. But I don't just share my own stuff. You'll be very pleased to know it's not just all about me. We also share a lot of things with other really good inspirational videos that we love, that etc. So we share a lot of good information. It's not all just my stuff, so don't panic about that. But also, everyone who watches this knows that I'm really, really passionate about health and wellness. So on my catherineedwards.life and on my two Telegram channels, I've got a Catherine Edwards Life Telegram channel, and I've got a Catherine Edwards Health Telegram channel. My trusted assistant, Andrea, we should dress you up in a beautiful little magician's outfit because you're so efficient. This is where you sign up for my newsletter. And then we've got the Catherine Edwards Health as well, to sign up for as well. And this is the Twitter that we're getting. Andrew and I are getting a bit better with Twitter. I must admit, it's taken me a while, just I haven't put much effort into it. But the more I'm using it, the more fun it is. So please do connect with me, because it's really, really important, because so much of the information I want to share, you know, I cannot share on this platform. Even when I put respond to comments in the chat, they delete the comments and things. So people have been getting on to me and sort of saying, why is my comment being deleted? Hasn't been deleted by me or one of my admins, unless you've been really obscenely rude to us, and then we might have kicked you off. But that doesn't happen very often. A lot of the comments where we're sharing other links, or where people share links to other videos, or where they share links about things that we're not meant to talk about, they will get removed. So it is really, really important to actually that's hysterical, Julie, and no, I haven't seen that. So it's really important to connect on these other platforms. Let's support each other through that. I just wanted to say to everyone, who has even taken the time to write a positive comment that keeps us all uplifted, to like, to share, subscribe, to just be on this journey with us. Thank you so, so much. I think community, the importance of community, is something that we've all really, really appreciated this year. And I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that have donated by PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee, I have got to write to you still, some of you, with not being very well, and with Billy being very unwell. I'm a bit behind with my emails. I do apologise for that, but please don't. You are so appreciated. For everyone that just puts a positive comment, for everyone that likes and subscribes, it's really, really positive as well. So thank you so much. We do keep saying it, but we are all on this journey together, and we're all contributing. And when you put your positive energy into something, it really comes back to you 10 times. So thank you so, so much for that. Yes, there's going to be lots of animal stuff coming next year, in all sorts of different ways. I've been really, really, really busy with my consults, which you can find on catherineedwards.live. I'm doing a lot of animal communication work at the moment, because that's really, really important for people. And I think it's just a lot of other people are really connecting in with themselves, their intuition, whether it's your crystals, your animals, your trees, your friends. I'm really hoping that over Christmas, whatever that looks like for you, whatever the situations are for all of you, that you get a chance to tune in with yourself and think, right, what really brings me joy, and how am I going to bring more of that into my life moving forward? Because it really is, it's a little bit sort of a cliche, but when you are happy, you put such a positive energy out into the world, everything around you gets a benefit of that. It is like this tuning fork. We all resonate to the dominant frequency. So the more we all put love, laughter, community, joy, passion, and making the most of our journey, because I don't really know anyone who really hasn't lost someone they love in one form or another this year. So whether it's either losing a person or an animal or a plant or a friend or a job or something, everyone has been through a point where they've lost something this year. And when you lose something, it really makes you sit back and reflect that life is short. And one thing I'm really hoping for all of us, and don't get me wrong, I fall into this trap, as you've seen from a lot of my chats, but really living for the moment and really living our lives. We don't want to be so busy waiting for something else to come that we're not really enjoying the moment now. So that's my message moving forward. You're going to see lots and lots of positive stuff. Lots of open discussions, though. That doesn't mean we don't talk about the difficult stuff. Absolutely, does not mean that we don't talk about the difficult stuff. But I think it's really, really important to say, right, this is what we're doing moving forward. I've chosen on some level to be in this human body, and therefore I'm going to enjoy this human experience, warts and all. And I'm just going to learn through the process. And what would be the point of anything? You know, you don't know the end to a movie or the book on the first page or in the first 5 minutes. Wouldn't that be a boring movie then to watch? We're meant to enjoy this roller coaster of life. And so what we can do is all help each other through it. Oh, so Christo, need a new career. Fantastic. Come back and tell us after the Christmas holidays what you're going to be working on for your new career. I really, really can't wait to hear about that, because I think there's a lot of people who are really looking at new careers. So isn't that an exciting time for you? Robert, that's hysterical. I lost my marbles a long while ago. So yeah, and I'm not even going to look to find them. Quite like the fact that I've lost my marbles. So everyone has been doing a really good job keeping each other going. You've given a lot of support to everyone. I think, what else did I want to say? What have been your highlights of your year? I think, you know, whether you journal, whether you write things down, whether you talk it over a glass of bubbly with a friend, whether that is over Zoom or in person, I think looking back at your highlights of your year is really, really important. I'm so sorry to hear, Terry, that you've lost your cats. That's really, really sad. So yeah, let's look back at our highlights. So I'll start the ball rolling and you can get the ball, you can carry on in the chat. So some of my highlights have been new friends and new connections made. So Andrew and Nat, who I know in the chat, you're two of my new connections made. Really love and appreciate both of you. All the people that I've spoken to and had on my channel, the friends that I've made. When I do consults with people, you know, it's a very in-depth person. We can become energetically very entwined, and it's a very special journey that we go on with each other. So that's really, really important. So I sort of connected with so many new animals and humans this year, which has been absolutely beautiful. I've also said goodbye to a lot of relationships, 2- and 4-legged, for various different reasons. And, you know, that's okay. That is okay. Yes, you can have moments of moroseness where it sort of hits you and things, but you cannot make room for new things in your life. We all change, and change is natural, and it's not something to be ashamed of, so long as you do it in a kind and thoughtful way, and then there's nothing wrong with that. So sort of moving on is really, really you know, important for things. So I'm trying to pick up some of the comments as I go through, and they're scrolling through so quickly. Wow, Lorraine, this is amazing. My brother has become enlightened through a very traumatic illness. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us, Lorraine, because we hear this time and time again, sometimes through what looks like the most awful, awful things, such joy and purpose can come. So it's really lovely when you can look with a pair of eyes and see what something that on the outside looks so traumatic has actually brought something sort of really, really good. Yeah, do arrange. Some people are sort of saying, anyone living in London or Canada would love to meet you. I don't know how you can do London and Canada unless you're one of my Canadian geese that can fly between the two. But yeah, do try and meet up with people as well. That's really important to meet in person, I think. Lots of people saying they've loved to love themselves. That's just really, really important. So trying to meet up with people is really, really important. Being okay with letting go and moving on, embracing new friendships, new opportunities with an open heart is really important. Yes, we we learn from our life lessons and things, but being prepared to see the best in people and situations is so important, I think. And you know, giving everyone a chance as well is really important. Wow, that's really lovely to hear, Sandra. That's absolutely amazing. There's some really good news in the chat here. And you know, some really important messages in here. Celine, we had the pleasure of meeting, didn't we, on Mark Attwood's chat, and you've got an amazing message to share with the world. So there's so many people that have been through really difficult times in their lives that are now using those times to share their gifts and their lessons learned. Because the one great thing about being human is we don't all have to learn the hard way. We don't all have to go through every step of the lessons. We can get wonderful people like we've got in this chat on board to help us get through some of those difficult lessons a bit quicker. So good for you, Celine. That's really wonderful to see. Oh, I see London, Ontario. Oh, sorry, I was being really stupid then. I must have been blonde in a previous life. 91-year-old mum and awakened. How absolutely lovely, Alison. Give her a really big hug from all of us. That's really wonderful. And Deep Violet, what a lovely thing to do, to really speak to the obviously fearful people when you're out and see and relax them. I'm not sure I necessarily relax them. I need to work on that skill. So really amazing chats in the chat. I'm not going to go on for ages today because I want you to go and party, celebrate, hug your loved ones, stroke your cats and dogs, put carrots out for Rudolph, and really just enjoy some quality time with yourselves. But as I said, I hope that you have enjoyed this year as much as I have. I genuinely have enjoyed this year. Doesn't mean there's not been a lot of ups and downs, but that's part of the process. And one of the beauties of getting older is you get to understand, yeah, there are lessons and things, because hindsight is a wonderful thing. I've learned that people are there are some really nice people here. I didn't, you know, I've always been an animal person, much more than the human people, but I'm learning to know that there's some actually really nice humans as well. So that's been a really nice opening for me this year. And I've also learned that it's brilliant when you follow your passion. The more you follow your passion and put your big boy pants on, as we've seen in the comments quite a few times, and actually just start doing it, the more fun gets. So that's my message for all of you. Put your big boy pants on, get on, start doing things that you really want to do. And I really hope that you're all going to be back with me in the new year. If you're not, that's absolutely fine, because if it's time to move on to pastures new, that's absolutely fine as well. But I promise you some really exciting guests, some wonderful fun discussions. I'm very open to suggestions. So in the new year, Andrea and I will be putting a new email link under the videos for people to suggest in. But on my catherineedwards.life, there is a contact us page as well. So please do use that if you've got great suggestions as well. And there's going to be lots more health and wellness, because we are in this physical body for a reason. And therefore, it's really important that we look after that. And also, if we're responsible for animals in our care as well. So I love sharing my health and wellness tips. I would say, honestly, hand on heart, I'm quite different to a lot of people out there, that I genuinely only share things that I personally use and love. I don't just jump on the bandwagon of things for promoting things that I don't personally use for myself, for my 2- and 4-legged family, for my clients. So you can guarantee if you see something that I'm promoting, it comes from the heart, and we all need extra support at times like this. So it's really important to give our bodies that extra support. These wonderful things are there for a reason. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a fantastic new year. I cannot tell you what a delight it has been to share this journey with you all. Please do sign up to the Telegram, the newsletter on catherineedwards.life, the Instagram and Twitter. And I will be taking next week off. I'm going to take a complete break. I've got lots of family things on over the next week, which I'm going to really enjoy, spending time with extended family, 2 and 4-legged, and catching up on a bit of sleep, I think, as well. And so I will be back ready and raring to go at the beginning of January with some fantastic guests for you. And have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, everyone. And thank you so much, Andrea, for your help in the chat and sharing all the lovely videos. So unusually for me, no wine, my CDS water, chin up. Cheers, everyone. Here's to an absolutely fantastic Let's Rock 2022 together. Lots of love. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you all. Bye.